It's the part of this job. If somebody says, oh, so-and-so is getting a Life Achievement Award at the things, I'm like, oh, that's so great, I want to go. No, I don't want to go. Like the last thing I want, the minute Heidi says, you're going to a thing, the first word out of my mouth is, oh, what am I going to wear? Because it's just, dudes get to wear tuxedos. Women have to like throw it down every time, and it's getting cray cray out there with the clothing. It's getting a little nutty.
Let's get into Ella McKay, because I have to say, I just loved this film.
I'll never forgive you. I love you. Call me for anything.
It's a tale of the ties that bind us.
Try not to judge my husband right away.
I'll try.
You nuts, lady!
Hey! Help her or go to hell.
Aunt Helen may be supporting and teaching Ella along the way, but it's also clear that Aunt Helen is learning from Ella as well. So I'm curious, what's something that you've learned from the younger generation, maybe your own kids or someone that you worked with, that has taught you something new?
I learn a lot from my children. I'm analog, they're digital. I'm old school, they're new school. I'm a sort of transparent person. I'm very vocal and step in it all the time. And I think my kids would have said, back it up a little, Mom. And because of the generation that I was raised in, it's just what you do. And I'm sure if I was raised in today's generation, I might not do it the same way. You know, I'm analog. I'm really kind of an old-fashioned person. I don't know if that rubs off. I do know that the young people that I work with understand that it's part of our job to do what we're doing right here, and that the modern way is to avoid this. And I find that that's not such a good idea. So I hope that they see my example as one, and I think they do. I think they can see it can be fun. You don't have to take this very seriously. You can crack wise, and you know.
Another thing I loved about this film is that Ella is consistently going against the grain and going to the beat of her own drum. So do you feel like when you were starting off in your career, was there any advice that you didn't take and that you steered in your own direction, similar to how Ella did?
Ella had a much bigger acumen than I did. I did not have the level of intelligence that Ella McKay had. Ella was one of those really high-achieving young people. I just sort of existed on my personality. So I'm not sure. I mean, I try to live my life with as few regrets as possible. There are a couple outfits that I might, a couple hairdos and a couple things, of course, with children that you would look back and go, I might do that differently today. But for the most part, I'm very forward thinking, and so I don't look back so much until somebody shows me a picture from like the last time I was with you all, you brought like 45 movie clips of things that I had done and said in a long history with you guys, and that was shocking to me. I was like, whoa.
You're one of Hollywood's greatest champions. You're always telling people to get to the theaters, which we love. So what do you want to see from the industry in 2026?
Well, we're at a crossroads. I think we can coexist. I think we need to acknowledge that it's still an art form, and cinema is an art form, and that streaming is real. And I think as long as we have mutual